What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I want to show you something. I seen this story and couldn't believe it. I had to share this with you guys. See this guy up here, dressed like a woman? That is the before and after picture of Chicanita Tati. This guy's in his 40s. He has a wife and 4 children. And the reason why he's dressed up as a woman, ladies and gentlemen, this guy went into a gym for 7 hours. Did not work out. Went in and out of the women's locker room while being dressed as a woman, trying to record women, namely in the shower. I don't know why people do this type of stuff, but I want you to take a look at this, and we'll come back with commentary. Disgusting.
Tacoma Park man accused of posing as a woman to secretly record women in gym locker rooms being held without bond tonight. Fox 5's Julie Donaldson live outside the Montgomery County Courthouse with those details tonight. Julie?
Hey, Marina. Well, the defense attorney asked the judge to consider a less restrictive option than being held without bond, arguing that while the crimes are problematic, they're not violent. But the judge, well, she disagreed with that, taking into consideration the danger of the crimes and the fact that there are 2 other pending charges in Prince George's County of similar offenses. Now, police first learned of the suspect on October 10th after a woman at One Life Fitness in Germantown reported a man entered the woman's locker room and recorded her in the shower. Investigators later identified the suspect as 44-year-old Chicanita Tati of Tacoma Park, arresting him on October 9th at the Planet Fitness in White Oak. Police say that Tati was at the gym for 7 hours without working out. He would then put on a wig and pretend to be a woman to enter the locker room where he would film his victims. He would then hide his disguise while leaving to avoid detection. He is now facing up to a year in jail on multiple counts of peeping Tom and visual surveillance of a private area.
One of the biggest factors that a judge is looking at when determining bond is dangerousness. So in this case, the judge determined that there was no less restrictive means to ensure the safety of the community. People need to be able to feel safe when they are at the gym showering. So this defendant will remain held without bond until trial, which will be in district court on December 15th.
Now, an interpreter was in court to translate as the suspect speaks Lingala, the native language of the Congo. Now, the defense attorney says he lives with his wife of 4 years and they have 2 young children. Police do believe that there may be other victims, and they're urging anyone with information to come forward.
All right, guys, you seen it. Some of this stuff I be doing be mind-blowing, for real. But they said the man from the Congo, he got a wife, 4 children. Don't give a damn. He out there in the gym. How you in the gym 7 hours dressed as a woman? Right? Running around. People know you're not working out. That stands out. That's a place where people are active and doing fitness. And here you ain't doing nothing. They got you all on camera. Got your stupid ass locked up. And you have no bond. And rightfully so. Now, did you pay attention when they said, oh, well, bond is usually determined by how much of a risk or danger somebody is to the public? He just presented risk to the public of exposure. And I agree with the judge, his dumb ass should not be out. But I mean, seriously, this guy right here, he from Congo in Africa. Shout out Congo. And he come over here. And his eyes is open wide. And that's one of the things about America. Women and sexuality is just so open over here that people come from other countries that are more stricter with the way things are seen. And they come over here and their eyes get open wide. They got access to adult material, whether it's magazines, movies, so on and so forth. And this type of stuff happens and will continue to happen because people come over here and their minds blown. I remember I worked with a guy from Pakistan. Right? I used to do insulation, put insulation in houses a long time ago. And I said, what was the biggest thing that blew your mind when you came over here to America? He said, from the airport The women's in bikinis on the posters and stuff like that, and how the women dress and the pants are all tight in their butt and stuff. He said, I was like, yo, I'd never seen. He said it was like watching porn. Because there are a lot of countries out here that are a little stricter and they don't have freedom of expression like we do over here. And some people get bowled over by seeing that type of shit. Look at all these different crimes you see committed by migrants against American females. A lot of people out there in the world, men and masculinity and stuff, it has a certain type of look at American sexuality and the way women are portrayed, and they think just because they see a poster or they see something in the movies, hell, people over here doing that, younger people too, they think that's how women think in the head. How many videos we seen where people run up and just flash women or just run up and just grope them? How many elderly people do you see nowadays being subject to some of the most sickest sexual crimes imaginable by people that live over here and then people that come over here? Shit is crazy as hell. This guy got better things to worry about than watching women in the shower, working out and taking their clothes off and seeing what lies underneath. You understand what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, that was his thing. What's scary about this is, what was he doing with the material? 7 hours. He sat 7 hours like it was a job for him to go and look at women. And I guess he'd spot one he liked, and then he'd try to catch him undressing or whatever. That's sick shit. This is a man in his 40s, and his mind is conditioned. No matter what, he got to get the perfect shot of somebody that meets his sexual fancy or fantasy. That is some crazy shit. He dressed up like a woman and a bat when that in itself look a mess. He put on a pink woman's fitness jacket and tights, and he walking up and down. Make it make sense. You can't. Now he got a wife and 4 children. I don't know how old the kids are, but I'm more than sure some of them is old enough to realize that their daddy's a perv and they looking at him side-eye. How you as a man try to be law and order in your own house and be respected as a leader, and you doing some of the most stupidest shit imaginable. How you think his wife see him now? Hell, those might be her clothes. Think about it. How you think she see you? There's nothing you can say, no excuse you can give, and no lie you can tell her why you dressed as a woman, not working out and taking pictures of women's cooties in the shower. Disgusting. That type of behavior, like I told you, when I did that story the other day about the 15-year-old kid that had 36 felonies of sex crimes at 15 years old, what's in him's in him. That's up to him to control that type of stuff. But some people can't, and some people don't want to. And some people go through all different type of lengths to achieve their objective of quenching their sexual thirst. And that's Exhibit A right there. I would show it stupid as the flowers. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.